everybody, it's Imogen and welcome back to Colouring Kid. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you all of my uncoloured books. So I got this idea from Kate's Colouring Haven. I saw her do a video of all her uncoloured colouring books and also all her whips, and I will get around to that at some point. But yeah, today is going to be all my uncoloured books, and I actually don't have that many, but I thought it was worth showing them anyway. Generally when I get a book I like to do a picture in it, but there are exceptions. I do have some that are uncoloured, and I don't have the biggest collection. I don't have that many books compared to huge collections of 100 plus, but I do still have some things that I haven't coloured in yet, so I'm just going to get started. So the first book is Manic Panic, Ziflin's tension taming colouring book, illustrations by Irina Vinnick. So I saw this on Peter Hewitt's channel, and I really thought that the illustrations were lovely, and the line art in here is quite thick, but it's incredibly detailed. Now, when I originally got it, I didn't realise that it was on Create Space paper. That's something that doesn't really bother me anyway. I can use markers or I can use pencil. This is one of the thinner papers. It is printed in the US. I'm not sure if that makes a difference, but it's definitely thinner than other paper that's close to Create Space paper that I have anyway. And some of the pictures are slightly pixelated. I can't pinpoint exactly which one, but it is very, very thin paper, so I would probably use markers in it. And I think the reason I just haven't coloured in it is that I've been working on other things. There was a page that I wanted to do in here for Easter and I just never got round to it, but this is this one. But at some point I will get round to it, and it may be that I do it and then I take it out, or I photocopy it and print it onto better quality paper. I don't know, we'll see, but I really, really like the illustrations, and they're very unique, but they are very detailed. So yeah, this is one that I haven't coloured in yet, but there are lots of different animals in this, and I'm looking forward to at some point colouring them, and I think lots of them actually come in pairs, lots of the animals. Yeah, that's Manic Panic. Now, I don't know if this one really counts. It's House Drawing Key Wonderlands by Joanna Bassford. Now, I've used this loads. When I was drawing my 12 postcards for my mum, and she opens one each month and colours them, I have got everything from this book, but I haven't actually done anything in it. So all I've done is look at the tutorials and do them. I haven't done any of the tutorials in the book. I have only done them on the paper that I've been using to draw on, so I haven't done any colouring in this, and I know lots of people have, but I just haven't. I've thought that I'll just keep it as a fresh copy with nothing in it, and I may decide to colour it at some point. I really love this border, so I might draw it myself or just colour it in or photocopy it, something like that. But some of the illustrations in here are gorgeous, and it is intended to be a colouring book as well, because you do have all of these patterns here that this book belongs to page, and then obviously on some of the pages you have colouring things like this, so there is scope here to colour things in like this. But yeah, I just kind of kept it as a drawing book, so I haven't coloured in this yet, but I may do at some point. Okay, so the next book is Baby Animals Amazing Adorable Facts by Marja Safstrom. Now, I have the illustrated compendium book, which is the animals, and this one is slightly different in terms of the layout. But this, as I've said many times, isn't intended as a colouring book, but I use the other book as a colouring book. But this one I haven't coloured in yet. I think I got it this time last year or so. This paper is bright white compared to the other, which is off-white. It's an ivory colour, but this one, yeah, I just haven't got around to yet, but the illustrations are gorgeous. I'm really looking forward to colouring it at some point. Obviously this isn't intended as a colouring book because some of the areas are fully blacked out with only little bits of white to colour in, so some of them you really wouldn't need to do that much to. But I just think it's absolutely gorgeous, and there's some really sweet illustrations in here, so it's something that I definitely want to get round to. So this one is still classed as an illustrated compendium. I don't think there are polar bears in this one, but I coloured the polar bears in the other one along with lots of other pictures and that, but this one's all centred around baby animals. So pretty much on each different page there's a different animal. And there's loads of cute facts that go along with it as well. It's absolutely gorgeous. I really, really love this book. And yeah, I just haven't got around to it yet, but I really like the fact that it's hardback as well. The paper's really good quality, actually. Perfect for colouring. And I think it even has a... Does it have a bookmark? Oh, I thought it did. Never mind. But yeah, it's just so sweet. And it really wouldn't take you long to do a page. And you could either leave the backgrounds white or put some pastel maybe, something like that. But I thought this was a really, really cute book, and when I got it, it was £5 on Amazon. Not sure how much it is now, but that's that one. A book that I haven't coloured in yet, which I really need to get around to, is A Million Sloths. Now, I've coloured 2 pictures in A Million Unicorns, and I do want to get the A Million Mermaids at some point, but yeah, I just haven't coloured anything in A Million Sloths yet, and I'm really, really sad that I haven't. I love these books. There's just something so quirky about them, and there were even some that I have marked out that I want to do. I can't remember exactly when I got this. But it's just so cute, and in my other book I've just used pencils and gel pens and stuff like that, but it's just gorgeous, and there are so many cute illustrations in it, and I don't know why I haven't coloured in this, because the land sort of stuff with the flowers appeals to me more. I guess I just need to figure out the colours and stuff I'm going to use for the sloths, but I really like in this that it's not just sloths, you do get other animals as well. So this is one that I do need to colour in, and there are some really gorgeous illustrations. And I think it is okay for us as colourists to not have books that we don't colour in. You know, that it's going to happen, you know, when we buy stuff, our style of colouring that we like to do might change, and therefore the illustrations that we like might change. I mean, it's not that you may not like an illustration anymore. Obviously, all art in colouring books is gorgeous, but you know, at certain points, what you want to colour just might change, but you'll always have the books. So I haven't coloured in this yet, but it will be there when I want to, and I know that at some time I will. So these are a really good value book as well. I think they're only £5, £6, £7 on Amazon, and they're really, really cute. So next book is My Furlings Spazzy Gang by Rita Berman, and this is the spring book. And the reason I haven't coloured in this is because I originally got this and which one was it? Die Welt unter the Lupe Zulande. I got them at the same time. And I started colouring in the land book because it was separate, but when the compendium book came out with all 4 of the seasons, I started to colour in that instead because it had all of them, and some of the pages in there, about a quarter of the book, are some pages taken from this. So I thought, well, there's no point colouring an image in here that's already in that book. However, there are some pictures in here that don't come in the other book that I really, really love, like these 2, and I have been wanting to get to these for such a long time. This especially is one of my favourites. You know me, I love my wreaths, but some pictures in here are in the other book, so I thought, well, there's no point colouring the pictures in this book. So there are some in here that I do really want to do, and I wish were in the other book. But yeah, that one, for example, I really love and I do want to get around to. What was the other one that I had marked? Oh yeah, so this one is in the other book. So, and I have actually coloured it in the other book. So there are just some here that are so gorgeous, and I haven't got all of the seasons separately because I have the compendium one. So yeah, it's a shame that I haven't coloured in it, but lots of the pictures in here are already in the other one. So I do definitely want to get to at least these pages at some point, and this one. But yeah, I just absolutely love her style, and it's not that I don't love this book, because I do. The only thing with these ones is that they don't come with, oh, I can't remember what it's called. The French flaps. The Die Welt and the Lupe books do, so that's kind of just a small downside in the sense that it's not quite the same format, but her books are lovely nevertheless, and they're quite small as well. So we don't have that many books left, we only have about 3, but this book I'm ashamed to say I haven't worked in yet. So I got this book this time last year, I think, and I had bought the Fantastic Zoo book in January 2019, and then I loved it so much that I wanted to get this book. Now, I absolutely love this book, but I just haven't started working in it yet. Lots of the animals are similar to the other book, which is why I was kind of hesitant to start this, because I didn't want to be colouring lots of the same animals again. The only downside to this is that obviously I can't read the story, so this is a storybook. I have translated some of it at some point with Google Translate, and yeah, I absolutely love the story, it's so cute. But there are some new characters in here, and the paper's amazing in this. It's so much better than the Fantastic Zoo paper. I wish that the Fantastic Zoo came with this paper because it's gorgeous. But yeah, I just haven't started working in it. So you've got the chameleon and the frog, which is all the same. You can actually see the characters here. And this hasn't come out in English as far as I know. Again, you have kind of the blacked out areas of the trees, which makes for less colouring, which is always good. But yeah, it's such a gorgeous book, and I love Cami Chidu's style, so I need to get around to it at some point. But the bunnies here, the style is very different, and here the hedgehog, absolutely love it. And it may be that, again, I photocopy it and make it into a card or something. But yeah, it's so gorgeous. The only downside to it is that this flowerfish appears so much in the book, and I don't really want to keep colouring it over and over again. I'll show you what I mean. So here, oops, they're very similar pages. When I bought this book, I didn't really know what images were inside it. I just knew that it was Cami Chidu's work and I loved it. But yeah, I didn't really know the content that was going to be in it when I bought it, and I definitely wasn't disappointed on that front. It was just, you know, the slight niggly bit where lots of the pages are similar. But yeah, that is the colouring storybook. Unfortunately, I can't read what that says, but it does have colouring storybook in English, and it is by Cami Chidu. It's got this lovely gold foiling on the front as well. Okay, last 2 books are actually recent purchases, and I haven't got round to one of them yet. Well, both of them actually, for specific reasons. So this is Worlds in the World, and I know I was very late getting this anyway. I only got it about a month ago, I think. I absolutely love it. I think it's probably my favourite book that he's done. There's just so many gorgeous pictures in this, and they're very detailed, but I do like the fact that some of his pages aren't quite as detailed. You know, they don't have huge backgrounds and things like that. You could just colour it and leave it. But this is the page that I want to do in it first, because my mum picked it. And the reason I haven't got around to it is just purely because I have so many whips at the moment. I think I've got about 5 now. And I want to try and get a few of them done before I keep starting more pages, because it will get to the point where I've got about 10 going and then I'll never complete any pictures. So I am steadily working through my whips, but this is one that I really do want to get to. I absolutely love it. I think it's so quirky and cute, you know, the way that there's a woman picking the apples, but it's within an apple itself, and I really love it, so I do want to get around to that. And I've actually coloured apples recently in fairy celebrations, so I'll probably use the exact same colours, which will be great. So there are some gorgeous pages in this. Did I have another one? Oh, I had a few marked out that I really wanted to do. So this snow globe was another one that I loved. And these, of course. And this clock. Absolutely love it as well. It reminds me of the Imagimorphia pages. I don't have Imagimorphia or Mythomorphia, but it does remind me of some of the pages in that in those books. I would like to get those books at some point, but sometimes in the works in the UK they're £5, but I haven't seen them recently, so that's a shame. But yeah, I would definitely like to get those at some point, but I can't wait to start colouring in Worlds Within Worlds. Okay, and the final book is Peter Pan by Fabiana Attanasio. Now, this was one of the books that I got with my Ko-fi money, which you so I can't speak, oh my goodness, which some of you so generously, why can't I speak? Generously, there we go, donated, that I was able to get 2 books. So this is one of them, so Peter Pan by Fabiana Attanasio, but the other one, the Forest Skull colouring book, hasn't come yet. It was meant to come between the 15th of June and the 17th of July, and here we are at the 15th of July and it still hasn't come yet, and I don't think it will be coming in the next couple of days. It's probably going to take ages, just because of COVID-19, which is, you know, understandable. So what would kind of be beneficial, if you guys have got any ideas, is if you would like me to show Peter Pan and Forest Girl colouring books separately, or whether you'd rather like to wait and for me to show them together. Because what I was kind of intending to do with these books is, because the money that you donate for the Ko-fi goes back into the channel, and then I show you new products, and obviously this is new to me, and I would maybe do a flip through and colour in it a bit on camera to kind of show my first impressions of how pencils work and stuff in it. So yeah, some advice on kind of what you'd like to see in regards to these books would be really helpful. So this is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. And Peter Pan has a special place in my heart, just because we did it for our production when I was in year 6 and I was Wendy, and it was so fun. So there are some amazing pictures in this, and I could see myself colouring the whole book. I know that's wishful thinking, because I have only ever finished one colouring book and it was very, very time consuming. But it's just gorgeous. I love it, especially these sorts of pages. I'm not so much into repeating patterns, although I don't think there are really any in here, apart from this kind of thing where it's all waves. Sorry if you can hear the whistling in the background, but I love the small blacked out areas, just allow more colours to pop a bit, and I just love her style, and I would really like to get more of her books at some point, but I know that they're really getting out of print, so yeah, any that I could get my hands on in the future I would really like to get. So yeah, that's Peter Pan. So let me know in terms of this book what you would like to see, because obviously it was bought with the Ko-fi money, and also it comes with a big poster at the back, but I'll probably give that to my cousins because it's absolutely massive. But yeah, that's everything I've got to show you. So not too many books, but I still managed to make nearly a 20-minute video, so there you go. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'd love to know some books that you wish you would wait, no, that doesn't make sense. Some books that you wish you had coloured in but haven't yet, like me. You know, obviously there's some here that I really want to colour in but I haven't got round to. And yeah, that's all from me. So everything will be down below as usual, all my links, things like that. If you ever want to contact me about anything, my email's down below. Please feel free to comment down below as well. But yeah, I will see you in my next video, everyone. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you later. Bye, everyone.